My name's Paul Martin. I'm Chief Executive at Wandsworth Council.
And I don't know if you had maybe one of the toughest jobs at the end because everybody was in awe of the final guest speaker and you got to ask some of the questions in there. How did you prepare for today and what did you really want to get out of it as well?
So I think I was chairing the session this afternoon that John Bennington spoke at, and John is a very distinguished academic working in local government and in public policy. So Malik gave me an excellent brief, and what Malik said to me was that he wanted me to, at the conclusion of John's presentation, is to ask John a series of questions to sort of prod him a bit and provoke, and then to open it up to questions from the floor. So I sort of thought about that beforehand and the kind of things that John might talk about, and obviously important to listen carefully to what he was saying, and that's what I did. So I asked a series of questions at the end of his session, 3 questions, and then thankfully there were a great deal of questions from the floor, which meant that we in fact we overran the time allocated because such was the interest in what he said. So I think my job was easy in the sense that John was so interesting and struck a chord, I think, with the audience that he did the work for me.
And the whole idea of co-production, after hearing John speak and his suggestions and hearing all the feedback from today, what's your view on co-production and how do you see it moving forward? Do you see it as bipolar or do you see it as it definitely has a place in the future?
So I think that it's important to be thinking about things, and we're living through a period of very rapid change, where many people are uncertain and confused about what the present is, never mind the future. And so I think that to have an opportunity to think about what that means for others and for me in my whatever that agency is, that agency or organisation, and how I can work with others in the climate in which we're operating. I think that's a very valuable thing. So I think that what has been done today is to create a space in which people can work out for themselves how they need to change to meet the future needs.
And 14 years of WCN's work, how do you see their journey moving forward after all that you've heard today from the workshops and the guest speakers and the feedback and stuff? How would you like to see them move forward?
So I think that the Community Empowerment Network in Wandsworth, it draws its strength from its relationship with others. John Bennington talked about the importance of energy, and he saw that as being maybe a force that we need to think of alongside budgets and lawmaking. That energy and giving energy and transmitting the development of other people's ability to act is a very important quality, and I agree with him. And I think that for organisations like the Community Empowerment Network, it's how they can help both draw from other people's energy and to give it back again. And I suspect it's something around that which has helped the Wandsworth Community Empowerment Network to survive and prosper for so long.